Okay. I think I was supposed to do something here, so actually let me do that first. Let me get this up, bro. Aha! Let me fit it to the screen. Aha, there we go. Alright, Apollo Justice is happening. Apollo's home. He's here. Let me check what my audio sounds like, and I'm gonna scream real quick. Come on! I don't know, I think we're doing pretty good. Let's check. Let me check my audio. Alright, Apollo Justice is happening. Yeah, it sounds pretty good. Okay, let's open it. This is the first time I'm opening it up, so. Scene. Ooh, here we go. So I know a select few. Why is this screen so big? Select few information about Apollo Justice. So, oh, health warning. Let's get you on the screen. Are you working? Oh, hello. Oh, okay. Game capture, window capture. Apollo Justice Trilogy. Yeah, why aren't you showing anything? Doesn't look like it's showing anything. Maybe I have to reset the settings. But yeah, not showing anything. Let me reset settings, and oh my gosh. Wow, there's so many languages you can get on this. That's really cool. Sources, we're gonna do display capture? No, we need window capture. Cause, yeah, it's still not showing. Maybe I have an idea. Okay, remove window capture. Let's, display capture, game capture. Add new source instead. Do this. Auto. You're looking for a game to capture. Yeah, well. Capture specific window. Window would be you. And, yep, there we go. Capture cursor. Do not capture cursor. Okay, and yes. Now I gotta resize it. Come on, get up here, bro. I think that's good. Does that fit the screen? I don't know. I don't actually know. Let's see. Does it fit the screen? I think so. Oh, yeah. There we go. All right. Let's start playing. Yes! Oh my gosh. Please be the greatest. Whoop! That was insane! Oh my gosh. That was... Whoa. Game selection and museum. Let me do options first. I need to... Present as Z? Wait, no. Present as R. Okay, so... Okay, they're doing... I think it's... Previous page. Options. Autoplay. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yes. So it's just like. Can I change the? No. I need to change the window size, bro. It's. I want the screen flashes. Oh, here we go. Yes. Okay. This this is so cool. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Wait, why did the screen change size? This music is slaps, bro. Yeah. Oh my god, this is insane. Okay. That's so cool. Oh my god! A new era begins. Apollo Justice! I'm gonna have to figure out some voices for these guys. Okay, so the thing I know this guy, Clavier, and I know that's Phoenix. This guy right here on screen. Trucy, I know Trucy, and I know that the first guy is, set music background? No. This is so good. Clavier. Emma, yeah, I know that she's here. Okay, let me just, I'm gonna start. Oh my god. Oh. Let's go with the ball. Let's go with this one. Oh my god, this is crazy. The artist, oh my god. This is, okay, I'm switching that actually. I don't really like that. Oh wait, these ones are locked. Let's stick with this, okay. Okay, this is crazy! Oh my god! Okay. Here we go. Apollo, it's me and you, buddy. Episode 1. Turnabout Trump. Oh. This is cool. Oh, hello. That's spooky. Okay, this is spooky. What's going on here? What's going on here, buddy? Showdown time. This is a guy? I assume it's a guy. You lose. Ah! Eek. Or, sorry. Oh my god. A murder. Who would have thought? In an Ace Attorney game. I seem to be in a bit of trouble. Something like that. Dead. Someone hit him. Hard. Me? Please. The cops should be here any minute. I'm in your hands. Should it come to that? Oh, I should rephrase that. I'm in your hands. Should it come to that? Alright. Whew. Panicked. Palms sweaty. He's weak, Mom Spaghetti. He's nervous. I can admit it. I'm nervous. Good morning. You look like you're British. Oh, I know you! I know you're the culprit. Huh. Hold on 1 second. Good morning, sir. You look tense, Justice. Wound up tight. Wound up, sir? No, I'm loose. I'm fine. That screeching noise. Is that your voice? I suppose it's to be expected. Your first trial and it's a homicide. I guess justice doesn't start small, does it? Oh, eh? You're Canadian! I'm fine. I got up at 5 a.m. to do my Chords of Steel voice workout. I'm fine. That explains it. I did detect a certain rasping quality to your screech. I overdid it again. Oh god, what are you... As you know, your client today is a good friend of mine. I wouldn't want you to let him down. If you get my drift. Drift gotten, sir. I'm all over that drift. As it happens, I dined with him the night of the murder. We can't let this case fall through. Yes, I'm fine, sir. One more thing. Don't say you're fine quite so much. People might take you the wrong way. I've been preparing our case. You might want to introduce yourself to the client. My name is Apollo Justice. And I need a drink of water. Where's my where's my bag of stuff? Okay, found it. I feel like Apollo's gonna be screaming a lot. If it isn't clear already, I'm a new attorney. And today's my first trial. Not that I'm worried or anything. The defendant has been accused of murder. My boss wants to help him out, of course, and so do I. I mean, there's no way he did it. Not him. No way! There he is. It's Phoenix. Whoa! Good, morning. Morning. It's all up to you today. My first trial, nervous. Meeting him, cardiac arrest. I think I'm supposed to say something. Help? So you're... Fine! I'm fine! Ah, Mr. Fine, is it? I did remember you having an odd name. Well, we're off to a great start. Are you sure you're okay? I mean, with me? Mr. Gavin is a top-notch defense attorney. And he's your friend. So, why? You'll see. You can do it. Be confident. I'm really sorry this happened to happen to you. I mean, it's time. Shall we? Yes, sir! Okay. I need to focus. First trial, here comes justice. Please don't say that every time. April 20th, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 2. Oh my god. Court is now in session. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is, fine. I mean, ready, Your Honor. Mind going blank. Don't panic. Too late. Your name was Mr. Justice, and this is your first trial? Yes, Your Honor. But I'm fine, really. Are you quite sure? Your voice sounds a bit strained. Mr. Gavin? Yes, Your Honor? I was under the impression that you would be heading up this case. I was under the impression that you would be heading up the... Yeah, I said... That was my intention, yes. However, the defense attorney must always see to his client's wishes. My client specifically requested Mr. Justice. Of course he wants justice, but to entrust his case to this greenhorn. Why? I do not exaggerate when I say that you're the best defense attorney in town, Mr. Gavin. Okay, so Gavin's got trial experience, fine. But does he have cords of steel? Ah! He shouts. Then let's begin. The defendant may enter the courtroom. Hey, man. What's up, Phoenix?
This is truly an unfortunate turn of events. I'm sorry we had to meet again under these circumstances. Long time no see, Mr. Wright. Let's put the past behind us, shall we? These days, I'm merely Phoenix Wright, piano player. Mr. Wright, how could this have happened? I won't speak of it further then.
Yeah, I don't know how he lost his badge, but I've seen so many angst, like, art.
If the prosecution would be so kind as to explain the charges, Mr. Payne.
To think I saw you enter this courtroom a fresh attorney, and now I'll see you leave in chains.
Ah, Winston Payne. Subtle as ever, I see.
The crime occurred at the Borscht Bowl Club, a Russian restaurant. The defendant, Phoenix Wright, took the victim, a customer, and he hit him. Wham! On the head, smack! Killed him cold!
Customer at the restaurant, you say? The defendant, you say he was?
The pianist for the club, it seems.
Phoenix Wright. A pianist?
This is the weapon that took the victim's life. A bottle of grape juice. Grape juice is apparently our defendant's drink of choice.
Do you mean wine? The court accepts this deadly bottle as evidence.
Alright, add it to the court record.
Something to note, Justice. All evidence is filed in the court record. Make a practice of checking it frequently. The court record.
Right, I've heard of that.
You use E to look at the evidence so far.
Mr. Gavin, how did you do that with your mouth?
I'm confident in your ability to handle this, Justice.
Right, just use
E.
Oh my god, I did it with my mouth too! Sounds like it's time for some hands-on action. Smith's autopsy report. The time of death was around 2 a.m., April 17th. Death caused by a single blow to forehead. And the victim's name, Shady Smith. Estimated time of death, April 17th between 1:45 a.m. and 2:15 a.m. Cause of death, cerebral hemorrhaging resulting from blunt trauma to forehead. Crime photo number 1. This is okay. I got no magnifying glass. I gotta remember that. It's not a thing here. No, get back here. Whoa. Hi. That's cool. This is insane. I think it was like this before. Grape juice. How long has it been since I drank grape juice? Apparently it's Mr. Wright's favorite drink. I wonder how well it goes with borscht. I'm talking about like a club. I know clubs, a certain...
So the victim was a customer at this restaurant. But just who was this, Shady Smith fella?
We believed he was a traveler, Your Honor.
Autosave? A traveler?
According to his passport, he had been out of the country for a number of years. He had only returned to his country recently, though. No, his place of residence is unclear.
And he had some sort of connection with the defendant?
That too is unclear at present, Your Honor. We believe that they first met at the Borscht Bowl Club on the night of the crime.
They had only just met, then why murder? Perhaps the victim... the victim slighted the defendant's piano playing?
That doesn't appear to be the... Where did approve come from? Now, the motive had nothing to do with the defendant's lack of playing skill, at least not piano playing. I'll let this photo explain what I mean. As we can see, a game of poker was in progress at the scene of the crime.
Just wait a second, isn't poker gambling? It's a crime in and of itself!
Indeed. It appears our defendant has fallen to become the basest sort of criminal.
Objection!
Oh, that's what he sounds like. Objection!
I guess, yeah, I've kind of been doing that. I don't have me. It is true that the defendant was engaged in a game of poker with the victim, yet it was only that, a game, in the pure sense of competition, Your Honor. A competition? Yes, a test of wits, a silent clash of passions. Only the cards, their backs weathered in blue flame, now, is its final outcome. Curmudgeon? The cards on the table had blue backs, Your Honor. I believe the defense was waxing poetic in it. Oh my god, an attempt to mystify those present and impress women. That guy does not look like he gets bitches.
There will be a first order of business here to find out more about this fatal game of cards. Very well, defendant. You will testify to the court about the poker competition held the night of the crime. My pleasure.
This is it. My first trial. Here goes nothing. Yeah, Apollo's. I'm putting a bit like his voice a bit higher than Ryunosuke. Oh my god, it's weird seeing it like typed like that. I'm a pianist by trade, yet I can hardly play at all. My real job is to take on invested customers at the poker table. The room where we play and the competition in there are all the club's main attractions. The rules are simple. We play a game of poker using 2 decks of cards. That's all it is, a game. Our customers are happy.
A pianist who can't play piano.
Better than a defense attorney who can't defend. Okay.
Very well, the defense may begin the cross-examination.
Right, Your Honor. My first cross-examination. Don't blow it!
Are you alright? You're sweating bullets.
Bullets? Where?
It's a figure of speech, Justice. Your voice sounds so strained and raspy, too.
He's raspy. My brain feels strained and raspy, sir.
You watched me perform cross-examinations many times. You've never done one yourself, have you? Care for a refresher?
What did you? Should I ask Mr. Gavin for a refresher course in the cross-examination? No thanks, I got this. No need for help here, sir. I think I've got this one covered.
I think you'll do better. You'll do more than you think. You know it or you do not.
I'm fine. The cords of steel are ready for battle. My weapons press and present.
Find any inconsistencies and lies in their testimony and reveal them to the court. That is cross-examination. Learn it, know it, do it.
Inconsistencies? Lies? Phoenix Wright? As if. Phoenix Wright would never lie. It's up to me to prove it.
The defense may begin its cross-examination.
Okay. Here we go. Alright.
The pianist by trade, but I can hardly play at all. Press is...
Hold it!
You can hardly play? Oh, I play sometimes. When customers demand it. So I play them one song. That's usually all they want.
Is that supposed to be a boast just now?
The title of pianist is a mask. A respectable farce I wear for the world at large. Then why are you really at the Borscht Bowl Club? My real job is to take on interested customers over at the poker table.
Hold it!
They pay you just to play poker? Wait, hold it! Okay. Well, it seemed to be the case. I am a professional after all.
Bah! Do I detect pride in that statement? It's just hard for an honest, hard-working member of society like me to imagine.
Yes. Your imagination was always a bit limited, Winston.
What?
I played poker for 7 years. Whoa, 7 years in that little room. And I've never lost. Once.
Ooh, wait a minute.
Christoph Gavin, 32, boss at Gavin Law Offices, first-rate defense attorney, and my trusted mentor.
Phoenix Wright, he's 33.
This is what people in the 30s look like?
Ah, yes. Okay.
Pianist at Borscht Bowl Club, formerly an ace defense attorney of some renown. Shady Smith, the victim in the case, a traveler. Winston Payne, a prosecuting
attorney.
For all his experience, he lacks a certain presence.
Okay.
Cool. And I've never lost. And I've never lost once.
What? You see why the customers come now? Defeat the undefeatable poker champion. It's quite a draw. That is, quite a draw. Wait, you never lost once? Not even one time? Yeah, I'm gonna go with that voice, actually. Hey! As I said, I'm a professional. He's played poker for 7 years and not lost once. Is that even possible? The room where we play in the competition, there are the club's main attraction. Hold it! The photo in the the room in the crime scene photo is an attraction? It has quite a history, actually. The Borscht Bowl Club used to be a gathering spot for black market types in the day. Black market? All in the past. Things like the black market are only on the silver screen nowadays. Suffice to say that there weren't a lot of deals being made under the table. Right there in that room. Did I read that right? I don't know.
A smoky room, gambling hoods. You know, just looking at this picture makes me feel bad.
The bosses gather around the table, cutting deals safe from the eyes of the law. Meanwhile, a goon keeps watch with a small window. You can practically picture it now. That window does like something... Whatever. The window does look like it would be good for keeping a lookout, but little else. The room had few other tricks to it. That was a common knowledge to our regulars. At any rate, they come to play poker in the rooms, steeped in history. Despite that dark past, it was all just good, clean fun. Alright, Phoenix? Phoenix? The rules are simple. We play a game of poker using 2 decks of cards. Hold it! 2 decks of cards? A simple measure to prevent cheating. If you alternate 2 decks, no one can slip in cards.
There's something else I noticed. In addition to the cards on the table, there's some scattered lying scattered on the floor. God.
Precisely. Cards on the table, cards upon the floor. Each one forming a complete deck. A crime scene painted blue by a sad sweep of cards. It's poetic, really. Incidentally, we use 2 types of cards at the club. One deck of cards was red, the other blue.
As I recall in poker, you make 5-card hands. I can see how it would be easy to cheat.
Yes, a game of hands.
This competition you're talking about, I believe the court understands the nature of the game sufficiently.
That's right! It was a simple game, after all.
Are you sure?
Huh?
People are not murdered over simple games, Mr. Justice. Defendant, you were in the room the very moment that the crime occurred. Yet you claim no connection to the crime?
Now that's strange.
What's strange?
I was testifying about the competition that night. Asking me about the crime this point is against the rules, Your Honor. Of course, I expected to hear a cry of objection from the defense. I completely let that one slip by! Don't despair yet, Justice. Sir? Right. There's something I'd like made clear. Namely, your connection to the case at hand. And I'd like to hear it from you. Sure, why not?
Very well, the defendant will amend his testimony.
Just one little press. And I've got myself a whole new testimony! I plead silence regarding the murder, but I will say I never touched the murder weapon. Yeah.
Objection!
Oh! Objection! That's what he sounds like. Cool. Oh my gosh, I got an achievement. That's so funny. It doesn't show, but I got an achievement. So you say you didn't touch the murder weapon? This grape juice bottle? Right? That's my name? No, I mean, like, correct? So I said.
Something the matter, Mr. Justice?
Why does he laugh like that? It's like a villager. Ah! Oh no, my mic peaked. Terrible. Because he flipped his godforsaken hair. Ugh. Never do that again. Too bad our new defense attorney never learned how to play dumb.
What's this, Mr. Payne?
I examined the bottle in question, you see, and it was covered with the defendant's fingerprints. Objection!
You need to shout, Mr. Justice, I can hear you just fine. Excess yelling can damage the judge's ears. And our case. But what about my quartz steel?
Anyway, what's so strange about fingerprints on a bottle in a restaurant? Hello? Okay, my mic keeps cutting out. I hate this thing. I'm eating that up. Okay. Now they wouldn't prove a thing if they were normal fingerprints. Huh? The fingerprints on the murder weapon were upside down. I don't remember if we used fingerprints like once in the Great Ace Attorney. Yeah.
Upside down? What does that mean?
It means he was holding the bottle inverted. And there can be only one reason for that. If you hold it that way? It's stop flicking your fucking ear. Yes. To brain someone with the bottle!
Mr. Gavin, I think things just took a turn for the worse. Oh, I see no problem, Justice. Huh? The only thing that matters is the truth. There's a good reason for everything, you'll see. Defendant, can you explain your fingerprints on this bottle to the court? I stand by my plea of silence regarding the murder. For now. God. Phoenix, what are you playing at? Not very cooperative, are you? This could hurt your case.
I'm sure he's uncooperative because he's hiding something. There must be treason.
Your Honor, you seem to have forgotten something. What might that be, Mr. Gavin? On the night of the crime, who was it that reported the murder to the police? Reported?
Well, that was the defendant, Mr. Wright, but still, that...
Really?
Yes, well, according to the case file. The murder was reported from near the scene by a call of from the defendant's phone. You still use flip phones, bro?
Near the scene.
Let's take a look at what the diagram of murder, shall we? At the... Oh, hello?
My audio is too low? No, that happens. Every time I stream, my audio is very low. Maybe... Here.
Oh no, I just hit my mic. One sec.
Let me fix my microphone. Okay. This... Whoa, that's getting... Whoa. So I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna scream objection. Objection! And it's in the yellow. So I gotta see what that sounds like. Or maybe it's the game audio. The game audio is very... Yeah, okay. We'll see. We'll see. Hold on, let me just... do this, and I'm gonna see... The music sounds good. Yeah, that peaks. Okay, so I can't do this. I will put you at 80. How about this? And I'm gonna scream objection. Objection! It might peak again, but I'll try to not lean so close into my mic. Here, let me do this. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, I'm gonna keep it at this. Maybe go 85. And I just won't scream into my mic too much. The victim was murdered in a small room in a basement 2 floors down from the ground level. Of course, cell phones can't get reception so far down. The defendant used the stairs in his hallway to go above ground.
The call came from the first floor of the restaurant.
I see, and is this the phone that made the call?
Oh my god, it's a Nokia! Get out of here! Look at this Nokia! No clues here. Okay. Oh. Wow. The battery is being held in with a piece of tape. He should just buy a new one. Maybe he can't afford it. Or he just doesn't care. That's funny. Bum ba-dum bum 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 ba-da-dum. Ba-da-dum bum 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 ba-da. Oh, I can zoom in? Aha! Okay, that's cool.
The defendant could have just fled the scene of the crime if he so chose. Yet he fulfilled his duty as a citizen. Tongue twisters never leave this guy, huh? If you're standing as the, if you're there, if you're standing like this, next to the main attorney, you're not gonna be good at tongue twisters. As a citizen, I reported it to the authorities. And you claim he is being uncooperative?
I say, Mr. Gavin, I better not waste this!
I think the prosecution has toyed with our client enough for the time being.
Toyed? I assure you no one is more serious about...
What is it you said? The defendant was in the room at the very moment the crime occurred? How can you possibly know this? That's a good question, how indeed! The answer is simple, Your Honor. The prosecution has as a decisive witness.
You're as good as they say you are. My mouth is burning.
So someone else was in the room of the night of the crime. That must mean they witnessed the crime. Yes, Justice, that's what a witness is. They witness things. Okay, everything up until now has been a warm-up. Justice, are you ready? Very well, the prosecution may call its first witness to the stand.
Oh, hello. The witness will state her name and profession.
Hold on just a moment. Where's the witness?
She's right there, bro. I surmise that she's been frightened by the defense's demonic-looking horns.
So I used a little hair gel. Relax, people. I've no fear of any horns pointing your direction. This court will cut them off.
Is she... That's Russian, right?
You... are short. I swear to Miss Pavlova, what are you doing here? I swear to my gavel, please come out. Isn't violence against hair a crime, Your Honor?
Well, if you're short, it is. Okay. That was a weird accent.
In Soviet Russia, you watch TV, but the TV watches you. In America, you watch TV. In Soviet Russia, the TV watches you. Wait a minute! Will the prosecution care to explain the witnesses' paraphernalia?
Yes, she is a professional, Your Honor. Those are merely tools of her trade.
That would be...
My name is... Wait, what? What is your name? My name is Olga Orly. Orly? I'm... Okay, whatever. I'm employed as waitress in Borscht Bowl Club restaurant.
That was bad! Then why the camera?
Of course, it is my pride to serve borscht that is naming restaurant. But I also perform... how is it said? Other service.
I take it one of those other services to take in customers' pictures?
Da. Like, for example, this one.
That's the defendant!
Indeed, on the night of the murder. Man in white hat is one who has gone kaput.
Indeed, that is the victim.
Look at Apollo, look at him. I can see their eyes in that wide shot.
Order! This is quite a piece of evidence to casually drop onto our laps.
It is same way I drop cold bowls of borscht on laps of customers. Casually.
Then the court will casually accept as new evidence.
Alright. Can't really do anything, can I? Oh my god, Phoenix has his dogs out! Phoenix! Oh my god! No! Oh no, my mic's peaked. Now witness, sorry. Witness, where were you at the time of the murder? I was in room. The hideout, we call it.
Excuse me? The hideout?
It is room where famous gangster bad guy was arrested. It is room where murder took place.
What?
You look utter surprise. Your look of utter surprise. It is lovely. I will post my courtroom door later for you. Photos will be numbered, and you will write which ones you want a copy of.
So there were 3 people in the room at the time of the crime. The victim, Shady Smith, Mr. Wright, and
Olga Orly.
Really?
That's funny.
And if Mr. Wright isn't the killer, then that means... Very well, witness. You will testify to the court about the night's events. That fateful night.
That night, customer asked me to deal cards for game. It was cold, but players played with hats on. The victim, he plays with all time with his hand on the locket at his neck. Then last hand is done, but something terrible has happened. That man flew at the victim and is strangling him to death.
Single blow to forehead. Yeah, no strangled. We ain't strangled, bro. Gotcha. Incidentally, who won the game?
Isn't it obvious the winner was the victim, Mr. Smith?
That's ridiculous. Because Mr. Wright can't lose. Justice is about to be served. No. Justice. Calm yourself. Maybe you can come up with a more legitimate objection. But he hadn't lost in 7 years.
Take it from me, kid. It happens. I didn't lose a case my first 7 years as prosecutor either.
Did you have a case your first 7 years as prosecutor?
Incidentally, I have some evidence here. These are the poker chips that lay at the very moment.
Who's talking? Who are you talking to?
The hand of the chips on this side belonging to the defendant, Mr. Wright. Those on the far side belong to the victim, Mr. Smith.
Chips, you say?
Yes. Imagine that poker is war. Your hand is your army, and the chips are the spoils.
I know that. After all, in my youth I was known as the poker head of the courtroom number 3. I think he means poker face. I don't know. I actually don't know. I feel the Naruhodos and not being able to defend. Well, Phoenix has been at this for 7 years. He's lost his badge for 7 years. Looking at this picture, it does seem that most of the chips are on the victim's side of the table. Okay, wait. What's in my court record right now?
Can't do anything, huh?
I got this one in the bag. Customer asked. Wait, I should probably press just in case I get something new, but that's a Z. Q. You were dealing cards. Do you do this often?
I am doing this. If customer wishes it, I serve anything. Borscht, cards, more borscht. It is my work.
good to hear of a place that hasn't forgotten the meaning of service.
Welcome you to Borscht Boat Club, where borscht is as warm as the waitress. Thank you for not handing out flyers during the cross-examination. It was cold. Both players played with hats on. I need to get out. No. Yes. I'm getting troubled. It's already April. How could it be cold? April, May. At Borscht Boat Club, we have pride on authentic rustic Russian restaurant themes. Outside it is in City Spring, but inside it is always cold as Mother Russia. No way am I going there. To Russia? When it comes hot to borscht, cold is best seasoning, da? No, I already pressed that. His locket? I believe it was good luck charm, da? He gripped it many times as he played that night. I don't know what accent I'm trying, but...
Yes, he must have felt as though it might carry him to the moon and back.
Whatever. Though if it was small enough to fit around his neck, the defense would like a clarification. This is the locket we're talking about. I mean, a pendant with a picture in it, right? Not a rocket.
Of course! I knew that! It was probably a pendant shaped like a rocket, that's why she called that.
No, a locket's a locket! It doesn't matter what shape, it's considered bad form to poke fun at the hard of hearing in our society. Hard of hearing or hard of understanding? So what happened next? Yeah, the locket's not there anymore. Okay. Hold it. Something terrible. Oh my god. Something terrible! The defense will refrain from needless shouting. Sorry. I need to seriously reconsider this vocal training thing. Now, Miss Orly, sorry. It's so funny. Can you tell us what happened? I was so frightened. I trembled with fear. That man flew at victim, strangling him to death. Yeah, let's just present. Let's just present, bro. Objection! Oh, really? Strangled, you say? That's odd. The normal customers only choke on borscht. No, I mean this report shows that the victim died of a blow to the head. Miss Orly? Really now? Did you witness the crime? Whoa, that was some skill.
Looking at the picture, it doesn't seem like he was hit.
He's still wearing his hat and everything. It is a fact that he was hit, Your Honor. Oh.
He's bald! He's bald and he's torturing people who have hair!
There's all his hair went to, like, crept away from the top of his head. Here's a photo we took of the victim with his hat off during our investigation. Well, that's quite shocking, isn't it? His head was certainly hit. Okay. Yeah, he doesn't have the locket in there either. But I have seen it happen. The defendant, he landed victim. His neck. Oh, really, Miss Orly? I think I've caught on to you in your own lie this time. Justice. I admire your enthusiasm, but perhaps you should think this through once more. What do you mean? I found your contradiction. There's one thing in her testimony that troubles me.
Very well.
It seems that we should continue the cross-examination. There's such a thing as thinking too much. This horse is dead. Let's stop beating it! There's such a thing as thinking aloud too much, too. What? Customers asked me to deal cards for the game. It's cold, both players with hats. Oh, what? Huh? You didn't say anything about hitting before. So sorry. I must be forgetting this. Witness, you will take great care of your testimony. I'm sorry, Your Honor. And that clears up the discrepancy with the autopsy report, I believe. The defendant made to strangle the victim, then changed his mind and chose a simpler but blunter means to do the job. He was hit on the head. No, he was poisoned and hit on the head to hide the fact that he was poisoned. That's probably not right, but yeah, I don't think that's right. Yes, that's so he strangled him, then hit him. Something's fishy about all this.
Go ahead, I believe you know what it is you need to do.
Right, sir. Leave it to me. There were only 3 people in the room at the time of the murder. The victim, Shady Smith, Mr. Wright, and if Mr. Wright isn't the killer, I've got you now, Early. Defendant tried to strangle. Do I present the autopsy report again? What? Yeah, well, it doesn't tell me any external injuries. Did I do this one? There's no marks on his neck. Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah, let's present. Objection! No! The witness is clearly faulty. Okay. Okay, but like he doesn't have any marks on his neck. Maybe it's the necklace. His locket? I believe it was a good luck charm. Okay, I know this. Apollo's so quirky. He's just a silly, goofy guy. Something I already pressed this, huh? Okay, well, I pressed everything. He's bald. He's bald. No, are you kidding me? Okay, what? But I literally... Okay, hold on a second. Let's go. Where's my autosave? 251. We're going back here, okay? Shut up. Leave me alone. Okay. Like... But he doesn't have a hat on when he got hit on the head. Strangled him, then... Yeah, okay. Come on. Can I not skip? Can I not skip text? Is that not a thing I can do? Oh, there we go. Okay. Hold it. I didn't say anything about hitting before. Did he have his hat on? Can I ask about that? Okay, but like... Okay, so in this picture, he has his hat on, and then the other picture he doesn't, and that's where the blood is. What? Got you now, Orly. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Press. It's already April, how could it be cold? No way am I going there. Okay, but like... Guys, what's going on? Something terrible. Just hit him with bottle. Okay. It's not this. Can I present my attorney's badge? Wait a minute, what? Okay, well the hat would have to be removed. Go ahead, I believe it. No, I don't! 3 people, victim, Mr. Wright, and... isn't the killer, then it has to be you. That night, a customer asked me to deal cards for a game. It's cold, both players had hats on. He always plays with a hand on his locket. Do I do the locket? Nope. Oh yeah, here we go. How many slots do we have here? 10. That's not a lot. I used up all 20 in one playthrough of Great Ace Attorney. Whole time with hands on the locket and on his neck. He don't got it here, does he? Objection! What are you? Ugh. You know, there is one curious part in her testimony. Just like Mr. Gavin said. But, what does it mean?
Mr. Justice, would you care to explain what it is you're thinking so intensely about?
He's pushing his finger on his head. Think, brain. Recall the testimony, Your Honor. The victim played with his hand on a locket at his neck, I believe she said. I hope you aren't about to raise an objection to the witness's grammar. No, but look at this photograph. Look at this photograph. Do you see a locket on the victim's neck? Well done, Justice. I'm impressed. Here comes justice! Please don't say that ever again. I know you would be able to handle this. But what does it mean?
If we are to believe this witness's testimony as is, then the locket disappeared following the victim's death.
Lockets don't just disappear, Your Honor. It's quite simple when you think about it. If the locket is gone, then someone must have taken it off. No? Taken it off? Wait, you don't mean... The defendant wasn't strangling the victim at all. He was taking off his locket. Wouldn't that explain it? Oh!
Defendant, what do you have to say about this?
I still refuse to talk.
Say.
Yes?
I just noticed this, but
you have something hanging around your neck, don't you? Oh, you mean this?
Yes, it's a locket with a photograph inside. A photo of my daughter.
Trucy! Come again?
Mr. Wright, you have a daughter? Is Wright worth the cannon?
Huh? We confirmed it at the time of the arrest. The picture in the locket is indeed Mr. Wright's daughter. So Mr. Wright has a locket too? Why don't I buy that this is just a coincidence?
Well, now if the results of this poker game led to the murder,
perhaps we should hear a bit more about the outcome of this game. Yeah, further testimony won't be necessary. It's clear the defendant lost. Badly. So early, you'll testify to the court about the game played between the victim and the... Sorry, here we go. Whew, okay. The game began with 30,500 points in chips for each man. House chips come in 2 sizes, large and small and large. The one who is winning. It was the victim. For last hand, defendant played all chips on table and loose. The moment loss was decided, defendant grabs bottle from table and... Indeed, looking at this picture, this seemed to be a one-sided game. As the court knows, poker is always was the defendant's life. Failure must have been a bitter pill to swallow.
How many times have I heard these words? I'd done it in a fit of anger, yet, Your Honor, now I regret what I've done. A common tale, but true.
Methinks the judge watches too many old court movies. Perchance. You can't just say perchance, Justice. Mr. Wright said he hasn't lost in 7 years, so this testimony must be wrong. What? Apollo, that's not the... Game for each man. There are chips in this photo. All the chips that were used. Of course. Something's fishy with these chips. Should I press harder? Oh yeah, let's keep going. Maybe you can explain a bit more about these chips? Explain? What is there to be explained? Poker chips are poker chips. They're not fish and chips, not a chip of the old block, not a motorcycle cop, not a... Thanks. Now that I've pressed, I'd better ask something. What are these chips worth? Are they in dollars or rubles even? Yet, as I have been saying before, it was game, not gambling. Or perhaps for capital... Oh, 2 types of chips. 100 points, 1,000 point chip. It's not money, that. Justice? Sir! Don't you find her comment interesting? $3,500. Okay, let me look at this picture. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. Yep, that's Okay, wait, what? What did you say? What did she say? What did she say? Oh, she didn't say. Okay. So there should be 10 big ones and then 6 small ones. That would mean. If that were the case. 10 big ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, that one checks out. Don't you find her comment interesting in more ways than one, sir? That's the wrong person. I'd have her added to the testimony myself. Yeah. Yes, I do think this deserves further scrutiny. Added to the testimony. I wish I knew where I was going with this.
Very well, witness, if you would like to be so kind.
Your Honor. Your Honor. Sorry. Kind of chip. The other point is worth 2 kinds and all. Hold it. Mr. Gavin said this testimony is important. To be honest, I have no idea why.
Mr. Justice, does the court favor and think of what you want to say before raising your hand? We're not in kindergarten.
Sorry, I'm fine. I better think of something to ask. And quick. The 2 types of chips. Small ones are 100 and big ones are 1,000. Right? Right, of course. Ha! Do your math, Apollo Justice. Don't waste our time. Is that all? Yeah. Great, Mr. Gavin made me stop her and I'm the one who looks dumb. Justice? Please try not to embarrass me like that. Huh? Who? Me? There's a clear contradiction in the information you have in your hands. What? It's a simple matter of calculation. Go on, try it. I did! I counted it! I swear to you! Wait. 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 The one who was winning, it was the No, then that's not right. It wouldn't be that. Okay, I'm gonna... Because Phoenix is losing here. Objection! Yeah! You sure it was the victim who won? Absolutely sure? It seems our new attorney is a bit confused. He's a bit confuzzled. A glance at this picture will tell you enough who won. If you're not in kindergarten. Just for safety's sake, could you explain the problem to the court? Of course, Your Honor. In this photo, I see small chips and large chips. Tell me, which were worth 1,000 points? Well, the big ones, of course, duh. Oh, I thought so too. But then the totals don't add up. His badge look like a cookie? Why does his badge look like a cookie? That's so... You know, it's like those butter cookies that you find in tins that are actually just like sewing kits. Well, I guess you wouldn't know because they're only sewing kits. Oh, I thought so too. But then the totals don't add up. The totals? Let's review what the witness told us. Each man started... I'm using the wrong voice. Sorry. Each man's... My cords of steel are malfunctioning today. Each man started with 3,500 points in chips. The combined total value of the chips was 7,000 points.
Yes, if my calculations are correct, let's see, 3 plus 1 carry the 5.
They are, Your Honor. Now, look at this photo that allegedly shows all the chips. The big chips are worth 1,000 points, and the small chips are worth 100. And you add them up. How much is it? Do it yourself. You aren't in kindergarten, are you? 10,600 points. The chips don't add up. This clearly contradicts the witness's testimony. But why? How can this be? Exactly, Justice. Now you know the what. You must determine the why. Right. No, he's right. I'm Justice. There's only one possible way to explain this contradiction. What? The chips don't add up. Oh, huh? Okay. Wait. The chip count was wrong. No, both are right. Each man began with the game of 3,500 points. If the chips were indeed shown in this photograph, then there can be only one answer. Well, what is it? The value of the chips was the other way around. What? Want to know what I think? The small chips are worth 1,000 points, not the big ones. Madness, utter madness.
Show me the photograph of the chips again.
There are 6 small chips and the 10 large. Yeah, I did this math. Well, that does make 7,000 points when you add it all up.
Excellent work, Justice. It's almost as though you figured it out by yourself.
Well, I'm glad I was the one who said it. But wait. The value of the chips may be different, but that changes nothing. Indeed, the victim did have a large number of chips still.
Woo!
Exactly. If the small chips are 1,000 points, then the large chips are 100. Let's do a little math. And add up the points for each side of the table. Ah! The victim, Mr. Smith, had 2. I didn't get to read that. Well, now. It seems that Mr. Wright was winning that night after all. That's impossible. My client had even less of a reason to kill the victim. After all, he was winning! Yeah! Now, Miss O'Reilly, you must have known the true value of the chips since you were there at the scene of the crime. Weren't you? Is that a lobster? What is that?
Order! Order! It appears our defendant has lost his motive, and Mr. Wright's supposed defeat never happened.
Hold it! Who said hold it? Oh, you.
Excuse me? What is it, Miss O'Reilly?
I did not want to be saying this, but actually, you see, actually, sorry.
See what, Miss O'Reilly?
What do we see? In the last hand, there was a cheat. Huh? A cheat? You don't mean a trick?
Wait, what do you mean? A scam?
They're all the same thing. Yes, there was a cheat in last hand. That is why game ends with chips as they are. Great. Just great. First we have lying, now cheating. Well, this case has certainly taken a turn for the interesting.
Witness, you will please testify to the court. Tell us about this cheating in the final hand.
The last hand, both men had full house. There is 4 of each card in deck from ace to king. If you look at both men's hands, cheat is more obvious. What? Huh? What are you talking about? Yeah, the aces are all different. The kings are all different. 7s are different. Yeah. Wait, what are you talking about, girl? The next moment, game becomes argument. The defendant's trick was exposed. He took bottle in hand. And his... Whoa. Poor Mr. Smith.
Miss O'Reilly? Why did you not tell the court about this from the very beginning?
I thought I smelled a cover up here. Well, folks, it's time to throw back the covers! A full house is a very high-scoring hand.
Not easy to make in my experience.
But the one is enough to suspect less than scrupulous... whatever.
Mr. Gavin? What's a full house?
Lawyers these days, you don't know your poker?
Can't say this bodes well for your case or career.
What is this, some kind of secret court poker ring?
Justice. You know in terms of 1 pair, 2 pair, and 3 of a kind, yes?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, no problem.
2 cards with the same number makes a pair, and 3 makes 3 of a kind.
Good, now picture a hand with 1 pair and 1 3 of a kind. That's a full house.
That doesn't sound very easy to make, does it? I played Yahtzee before, I know what I'm doing. You can see each player's... Yeah, Wow. We both have full houses. If we could forget, there's an easy way to make a full house and go undefeated for 7 years. You cheat.
The defense may cross-examine the witness. Okay.
If you did cheat in the last hand, that leaves one important question.
Mr. Wright lost that hand.
Who's ever heard of a professional con man losing when they cheat? Is Phoenix Wright a professional con man? He did bluff his way out of everything before. I can't really say. All right, here we go. I'm gonna save, and we'll see. One man had full house. Yeah, I don't see the cheat. How was it clear? The defendant, he played the 5th ace.
A 5th ace?
I still remember both hands very well.
Huh?
No, he has 3 kings. That's 3 kings. What are you on, lady? Mr. Smith's hand has 3 aces. And Mr. Wright's 2. Obviously cheating was afoot. Perhaps I should say, a hand.
Your Honor, perhaps this can be added to the testimony without Mr. Payne's joke. Very well, the witness. We'll add this detail later. Okay, yeah, I got you. And Mr. Wright's too. Yeah, that's wrong. Objection, my ass, bro. It appears the witness is mistaken.
Mistaken? But my name...
Look, this piece of evidence clearly contradicts what you said in your testimony. That's the photo of the chips. Justice, perhaps you ought to explain the point in a way that the judge can comprehend. In other words, use your finger to point out your point. Yes, please point out the contradiction in this photo.
Well, Mr. Wright, this is Mr. Wright's card, right? Well, I guess I could go anywhere, huh? I wanna go here. Yeah.
Take that! Why, it's here, of course. It's where?
Where, good question. Sorry, Your Honor. Okay, the king, maybe?
Oh yeah, there we go. Miss Orley, in your testimony you made the following claim. Mr. Smith's hand has 3 aces. But as you can clearly see, the victim's hand only held 2 aces.
That was a weird shout. Or maybe the witness was simply confused. Perhaps it was the defendant that held the 3rd ace in question.
Take another look at the evidence. As you can see, the defendant also had 2 aces in his hand. Where's this 5th ace? I see cheating, all right. And it's going on right here in this courtroom. 2 aces in each player's hand does make 4. Hardly proof of cheating.
Wait, please. It is true. I have seen the 5th ace. There was cheating, I swear to you.
That's odd. She must be lying if she's the most sincere I've seen her all day. You're right to trust your instincts. Mr. Gavin? Who knows what lies in store for us in the trial ahead? Your Honor, if I may, I have a suggestion. What might that be, Mr. Gavin? If you don't mind. Perhaps we might examine the actual cards. The cards? Mr. Payne?
Yes.
The players' hands that night were set aside as evidence, were they not? The defense would like to request that cards be shown to the court. God, what is going on here? Very well, the prosecution will submit this evidence. Which will you examine, the victim's cards or the defendant's cards? If these cards don't prove cheating was going on, nothing will. Now, which of these hands is more suspicious? The victim's hands. It was the victim's hand that changed over the course of the witness's testimony. The defense requests I'm to examine Mr. Smith's cards. Very well, Mr. Payne, if you would.
Very well.
Here we go. Well, time's a wasting. Get to it, Justice. Aha! That was really loud. I'm sorry. Look at this. A blue card. Yeah, that doesn't fit. Yeah, that doesn't really fit the thing, huh? One of the cards has a blue back. I'm much more of a red guy myself. Blue is so... not red, you know? Blue and red together is just like Spider-Man. Blue and red together is just like... What? I just fucking looked at it. Okay, whatever. Okay, wait, I did this already, bro. No clues here. I already did this. Do I have to do it again? Okay, sure. Whatever. What? Your Honor, look at this! One of the victim's cards. The back is a different color.
That's impossible. But I put that card in Wright's hand. Ah!
What was that, Miss O'Reilly?
No, yet I...
Oh my god, my friend's playing Pico Park.
I merely said... I have... Oh my gosh. Are you the murderer? Like, actually? I didn't believe she was the murderer before, but tell me, what's the easiest way to cheat at poker? To cheat? I'll tell you. One merely needs a friend and comrade. A friend. A comrade, shall we say. The dealer. Whoa! Wait, so you mean... This witness, Miss O'Reilly. She's the cheater. A professional light rager. Order, order! Focus, Justice. Time to take advantage of her. I mean, her mistake! Don't take that out of context! Your Honor, please recall the testimony we just heard. That's impossible, but I put that card in Wright's hand. Ergo, Miss Olga O'Reilly conspired to cheat, not with my client, but with the victim. Oh, ooh. Yeah, Mr. Shady Smith. Oh. Not only did she cheat, she cheated poorly. Therefore, it's not hard to imagine an altercation between her and the victim. What? Wait, you don't mean the defense isn't actually accusing the witness, Miss Olga O'Reilly, are you? Time for justice! There were 3 people in the room at the time of the incident. And if Mr. Wright isn't guilty, that means I am. The defense accuses the witness, Miss Olga O'Reilly, of murder. I'm pretty sure it's Orly, but... You're going to hate me for this? Did you read the wiki? What did you do? Mr. Payne, where is your witness, Miss Olga Orly? The cry sounded like Kawaii-chan. Never say that again. It appears she has lost consciousness, Your Honor.
Mr. Justice?
Yes, Your Honor. Justice has arrived.
Seems you've presented a new possibility to the court, one suggesting a connection between the witness and the victim, Mr. Smith.
And that means this court cannot pronounce a verdict for the defendant at this time. What? I did it! I held out! I see no point in prolonging this trial this day. The prosecution will need to make further inquiry. Oh. Mr. Wright? Go back! That was not Phoenix! No, I gotta listen to that again. I did it! I held out! I see no point in prolonging this trial this day. Prosecution... That was not Phoenix. That was Phoenix? Did they change? Because I thought they just used his old, like, lines in this. I guess he is older by 7 years. Mr. Wright? You can't end the trial. He's still so high-pitched. You can't end the trial here, Your Honor. I see Ryunosuke in the back. He's, like, right there. Not yet. What nonsense is the defendant spewing now? Think, one of those cards had a different colored back. Don't you wonder what it means? What are you doing, Mr. Wright? Raising objections right when you're about to get off the hook? Ridiculous! I learned that from a friend of mine. I really look up to him. You know him. He was at the prosecutor's office. Miles Edgeworth. I married him. And we have a daughter.
Mr. Payne, you of all people should know Mr. Wright has a talent
for the ridiculous. That sounds like Sherlock Holmes. I have a talent of ridiculousness as well. I will have you know. Perhaps we should get to the bottom of things. Let's clear up the facts about this game of the fateful night. He gets to talk now. Hooray! As I said before, we alternated between 2 decks of cards that night. That was said before. The 2 decks at the club have different colored backs, blue and red. 1 color per deck. Why use different colored backs? If we use the same color, the 2 decks might get mixed. You used different colors and they still got mixed up. Use the red deck for the last game. I see.
But that's odd. For some reason, I have this impression that you were using the blue cards.
Yeah, me too. I'm sure someone said something about blue cards. It was prosecutor defense frick! Defense attorney Gavin! Prosecutor? That's later. Whatever. In the end of one card going to the wrong color got into the mix, which means there was cheating. Yes, a card slipped into the deck would seem to indicate cheating. Yet this card raises two serious questions. Apollo? Yes? Let's consider the first question, shall we? Think. In the last game, when was the card swapped? When? There are three broad possibilities here. Could have been swapped before the murder, during the murder, or after the murder. Oh, yeah, thanks for the news bulletin, Mr. Wright. Of course it was swapped. Oh. It might be as simple as you think, Mr. Payne, or it might not be. I'd like to hear what Apollo thinks first. When do you think the cards were swapped? When was the card swapped into the deck? Well, couldn't have been this, because she was watching, so it had to be after. Perhaps it happened after the murder? What's that ridiculous? What's the point of cheating after the hands were shown? That's silly. Yes, but tell me, how do you swap cards during a game? I'll take silly over impossible. Take it from me, son. There's a lot of silly in this world, but very little impossible. Oh, even when the backs of the cards are a different color? If you pulled that out during the game, you'd be caught in no time. Ah. Quite true. It would mean that the blue card in question was swapped after the hands were shown, after the murder. Okay, this is going past silly and straight on to crazy. I'll ask again, what's the point of cheating after the game's over? Who would do that? Who indeed? You're silly? Thanks, Lee. Very suit. Suey. Okay, thanks, Lee. It's one of the mysteries before us. Whoever framed you, Phoenix? Red, white. I don't know. There's another. Yes, a simple yet decisive question must be asked. Who swapped the red card for a blue card? Who? The game and murder is done. The victim is dead. Only two remain in the room, alive that is. Defendant Phoenix Wright, and our witness Olga Orly. Okay, so who was it that swapped the red card for a blue? Someone else. It was the guy who framed him. The guy who killed him. The one who swapped the cards wasn't Mr. Wright, of course. And, well, it doesn't seem like it could have been Olga Orly either. What are you suggesting? Can I give the judge... I'm gonna give the judge Jigoku voice, because the old man voice is so hard for me to do. Yeah, I'm gonna do the Jigoku voice. Judge Jigoku, you're back. As a better but more stupid person. Okay. That's hardly a logical conclusion, I'll admit. As the defense, I think it only makes sense for you to name Mrs. O'Reilly at this point. Yes, I know. But she was the one who dealt the cards, right? I just can't believe she would make the mistake of swapping the wrong color card. And if the card was swapped during the game, it'd be obvious. I'm gonna do that one. Something you'd like to share with the court, Mr. Wright? Oh my, Apollo. Jeez. That's a very bad joke. Okay, I'm gonna get off of the stream now. Your Honor, I was just thinking about how much fun this all is. Fun? How about confusing? I have no idea what the defense is claiming, Your Honor. The one who swapped the card wasn't the defendant, and it wasn't Miss O'Reilly. And who was it? Yeah, well, that is the question, isn't it? Precisely. Huh? I believe we're about to see this case take a new direction. A new direction? I am hilarious. That's why so many people have crushes on me. I'm hilarious. We'll find that indeed, after the murder, someone swapped one of the cards on the victim's hand. That someone made two critical mistakes. I'm sure you're going to tell us that the first was swapping the wrong color card. Because the one who didn't know 2 colors of cards were being used. The other mistake was the number on the card. Right. The reason the person replaced the 5th ace. Right, the person, there's no reason in there. The person replaced the 5th ace with a king. I'm sure whoever swapped it wasn't expecting there to be a 5th ace after all. All they knew was that the game had been won in a full house. So they picked up a king from the table and swapped it in. But there's one problem. According to our case record, this person doesn't exist. Sure, not until now, but you do have to admit the possibility of a 4th person. Collected 20... There was a 5th person on the omnibus! Because it's a revolving fireplace. Though it's more than a possibility. There was someone else there that night at the scene of the crime. What? I believe the judge spoke truthfully earlier. You do make trials ridiculous, Mr. Wright. God. This trial has proceeded on one central assumption. Oh, whoops, the name. Namely, that at the time of the incident, there were only 3 people in that room. I believe this new evidence, shall we say, overturns that assumption. Problem is that you chose to conceal this information from the court. Well, I learned from evidence law that I couldn't really bring it up before, huh? Rise from the ashes and such. Yes, I suppose that is a problem, yes. Court is adjourned for a brief recess. Mr. Gavin, I'll see you in my chambers during this recess. He sounds like a crazy person now. I'll see you in the... Certainly, Your Honor. Very well. The trial will resume in 20 minutes. April 20th, 11:52. District Court Defendant Lobby number 3. That was quite unexpected, Mr. Wright. Mr. Wright has suddenly claimed there was another person at this... Did he say Wright? Yeah, he did. I was like, did I read that right? Did I read... Stop it. Suddenly claimed there was another person at the scene of the crime like that. I must ask, is this the truth? Well, now I think you know the answer to that. Being mysterious, are we? Sadly, I have no time for mysteries. I only ask that you leave the defending to your defense in the future. Otherwise, I cannot guarantee the outcome. I see you haven't mellowed out one bit, Kristoff. Justice? Yes, sir. The judge has summoned me to his chamber, so carry on without me. You did well, Apollo. Can I ask you something? Sure. That locket you wear, is that really yours, Mr. Wright? Now you're wondering about the victim's disappearing locket? Here, you can take a look at it. That's a picture of my daughter in there. Juicy. Oh, she's so cute! Aw, that's cute. I'm just surprised to hear you had a daughter. Most people are. Perhaps you'll meet her one of these days. One more question. The one who cheated that night, was it you? The music faded. Oh, this is tense. What do you think? Huh? You know what happened 7 years ago? What I did? It's not unreasonable to think that I might cheat. What did you do 7 years ago? I never, honest. But it is odd that he managed to go undefeated for 7 whole years. Want to know something? There's only one game where you can be dealt all bad cards and might still win. Poker. Huh? You see, poker is all about reading your opponent. That way, it's a lot like a court case. Poker is like trial law? Figure out what your opponent is thinking and you win. Well, yeah, but that's harder than it sounds. I think not. Try as they might to conceal it, everyone reveals their true thoughts in the end. Their body language can become a valuable source of information. You're kidding. That witness, for instance, Mr. Smith. Mrs. She would touch the back of her neck during certain parts of her testimony. Did you notice? No. Come on, who'd notice that? Words, habits, twitches, all information for the reading. That's the secret to winning, Apollo. Someone taught me, and now I pass the secret on to you. Mia. But I'm not worthy. I mean, there's no way I'll pick up on these signals. No. You can do it. Huh? You just don't know it yet. What's he talking about? But you will. Soon. Almost forgot. One more thing. About this case. You should know I haven't told the truth to anyone yet. Ah! I knew it! I have my reasons, of course. All shall be revealed. And Apollo, I need you to be there defending me. I need your power. My, power? I had no idea my cords of steel were that special. It's time. The real trial begins now. Do your best. What? Okay. Oh my god. Olga's big reveal. The trial resumes. This is crazy. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna leave it here. I'm tired and I want to delete save data. Why is that an option? Alright. Whew. Let's actually... Oh my god. I can't do this. We're gonna check out some of the, Switch games. Ooh. Dual Destinies. This is with Athena! Oh my god, Phoenix. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I don't know who this is, but... This museum section contains spoilers. Oops. Okay. So there's 4 in this one. There's 5. Oh, that's and a special episode. And then 5 and a special episode. Cool. Okay, let's go back to title. See what else is here. God, that's so cool. Game selection and museum. Yeah, the museum is where, the museum is what I was looking for, but I can't go there because I have spoilers. This is so cool. Credits. Options, okay. I know, it's so cool. The door's open. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there. So that was it for today, everyone. Let's do here, if we do this, and then yeah. So this is my, hi, look at this. It's my computer. Amy's right in the center of it. So this is my computer. This is my games right here. It doesn't usually look like this, but I got my loves right there.